Alright, so here I'm playing Seven Wonders Duel. It's the start of the age 3, right? And so when you start age 3, you really got to evaluate what your final strategy is going to be. Are you going to win in science? Are you going to win in points? Are you going to try to eke out a military win? Well, let's look at where I'm at right here. I have 3 of 6 symbols. There's no great library on my side that has not been built. I've already built the great library. Took a theology from that, so that's going to give me a bonus turn with Colossus. Okay. I also got urbanism a little bit ago by having a double science symbol there. So I'm going to use those to my advantage. So look at your progression tokens that you've accumulated thus far. Use them to your advantage. And then look at your opponent's wonders, what they've completed. How many extra turns do they have? They can use those to their advantage. They will likely use all their extra turns if they can. And then there's a chance to get 1 or possibly 2 progression tokens in this in age 3. Likely not in this setup because I don't see very many science cards that have been face up. So there's likely some face down science cards in here. If I do get 1 matching symbol group, I'll probably pick mathematics because I think this is going to go down to points, folks. I'm not going to win in science, like I said. I'm definitely not going to be able to win in military. I don't have strategy, and not that you need strategy, but I only have 1 wonder that helps with military, and I'm in the middle. I'm not even really closing in on my opponent. So, does that mean stay away from military? No, it just means recognize you're likely not going to have a military win. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this progression token, urbanism, and I notice that this would be a linking symbol. So that's just too good not to grab. Downside of that, it's going to reveal 2 cards to my opponent. And that's all right for me right there. But I take this knowing that I'm probably not going to win in military, but I want to threaten the military there. And by doing so, also getting the urbanism, which will be worth a lot of coins for me. My opponent's going to probably take the Merchant's Guild and get a bunch of points from that. But right now they're not doing so hot in points, as you can see. So I can afford to miss out on that and have a little bit of a coin advantage so I can pursue other things. So here I go, pushing forward in military. And let's see what just got revealed. Okay, there's 1 science. And then another one that I could abuse. So my opponent doesn't want me to take that because I'm going to get another 4 coins from that. They're likely going to take that. And then that would leave the Merchant's Guild for myself. Okay. Then my opponent might try to rush and stop me from taking the military. I'm just thinking through the future turns. They might use this green card to build Piraeus or build the Sphinx, get a bonus turn, and then build their Praetorium. Neither of us are hurting in resources. I thought this was interesting about this game. Both of us stayed pretty good in that idea. And likely this is a pretty savvy player, knowing that they don't want their economy to fail. Their economy looks amazing. Like they can afford anything. Maybe the mausoleum costs 1 coin, but that's just normally a very expensive wonder anyways. So likely these coins that I'm getting for urbanism, I need to be careful. They're not going to actually be very useful. It's just going to be 1 point for each time I do that with the urbanism. But I like to use those powers and threaten my opponent with that. It's going to be not just 6 points, but 6 points and 4 coins, more like 7 and a third point if I take Pantheon. If Merchant's Guild is taken by either player, that's going to be 5 points plus 5 coins. So 6 and, was that 6 and a little bit? 6 and 2/3? Okay, so the Pantheon would be better for him to deny me of. So that is kind of a good way to, of course, it might become more points as the game goes on. But yeah, it's a good way to look at, and this is what I do with every game of Seven Wonders Duel. When I get to age 3, I try to look at those things in that order. How are we doing with science? How are we doing with points? 24, 1. Progression tokens, can we abuse those? I'm definitely going to be getting the Colossus and using the Hanging Gardens to my advantage. And perhaps 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could really push the military pretty far with the Praetorium. So do I want to do that? No, I think I'll keep my point lead and just end it like that, I think. But it is funny to think about that I would be one shield away from pushing up there. But so you look at the military, then you look at the points, you look at the science, you look at what advantages you have. Theology with Colossus would be nice, right? And possibly evaluate future progress tokens that you'd need. And that's all you do in Seven Wonders Vanilla, the base game. I'd like to make a video in the future doing a look at Third Age of Seven Wonders Duel with Pantheon expansion or with Agora. Let me know in the comments below if that's something interesting for you, but I just thought it might be good to kind of let my thoughts come out at the start of Age 3, which is the age that really most games will end in. All right, fair enough. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Please like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.